Hey everyone, Marci Bair with Victor Roscoe with Bair Financial Planning. This is our October 2020 monthly video. So this is our opportunity to reach out and say hi to everybody, give you an update on what's going on within the firm, or give you some updates on things that we need to be aware of going into October and the end of the year. So unfortunately, here in California, this is fire season. And we've had some devastating wildfires already, and we're going to continue to have them through the end of the year. And so we need to be prepared. So whether it's fire season over here or it's floods somewhere else, we want our clients to be really prepared and have all of their documents stored in a safe and secure place. So for those of you that are existing clients of Bair Financial Planning, we already have an online vault set up for you. It's your eMoney vault that we will upload documents, or you can upload directly to your eMoney vault. If you're not a client, we would still suggest that you have some sort of online storage or offsite storage of your important documents like birth certificates, copies of driver's license, and your will, healthcare directives, all of those important documents like that. In addition to that, you need a go box, right? So we know here in California, sometimes you don't get much notice that you need to evacuate. And so we want you to have those heirlooms or those memorabilia of, kids, their first little shoes and their teeth and pictures, photos, things that you can't recreate. Have that in a box so that you can easily get that in the car and get going if you need to. So reach out to us if you need us to help you scan anything and upload that to your vault. So we want you to be prepared in that respect.
Right, and like you said, here on the West Coast, from California up to Washington, we're feeling a lot. And unfortunately, I think some of us are getting better prepared and getting better at it because it's been a common occurrence now, right? I think being in California for so long, we no hurricanes, tornadoes, but now we're starting to have our reoccurring natural disasters. So very important to have that. I feel like ever since I've been in San Diego, 2001, I think it was the Cedar fires, I think, right? 2001, 2002.
Yep.
And
earthquakes too.
Earthquakes too.
Big rattle and roll too.
Yeah, exactly. So very important to have, like you said, your getaway bag ready. So be safe out there, everybody. In regard to other things going on that we need to be prepared for, or just be aware of, right, when it comes to election season, it's our vote, right? We have to be aware. Season. Yeah, we have to. It's election season. We have to be aware of that, right? November 3rd. I have that on our radar. But one thing also to remind our clients that are participating in our high impact portfolios, right? So there are portfolios that are using investment managers that are looking at environmental factors, social factors, and corporate governance issues to really help make security selection that's incorporating not only strong financial due diligence, but also these other metrics as well that are non-financial to help align our clients' capital with good companies or companies that are progressing to be better. And one unique feature with these managers that we really love is using your vote, right? So every year there are these ballots that come in to vote on how companies should interact. So there's shareholder advocacy causes, there's proxy voting in regard to board of directors and other initiatives by the company. And our fund partners are taking your vote along with every other person that's in their allocations and amplifying your voice significantly and helping.
Right. So it's not just, not to cut you off though, Vic, but it's not just like your dollars. So maybe you only own, a couple of shares of one company. Well, you can't really go to that company and say, hey, I really want you to do this or that. You don't have much of a say, but you, and then the rest of our clients, and then the rest of the other people that own that fund or that company, now all of a sudden, like you said, it's amplified and now it carries a lot more weight.
Absolutely. And companies are listening. Some aren't, but some are. And it could be causes around the diversity of the board, right? Are there a presence of all genders? Is there the presence of minorities in leadership, and all those different types of aspects to make a company diverse in its thinking, but then also help be more resilient in the future? Things such as palm oil or climate change factors, water usage, opioid crisis with pharmaceutical companies. How are they addressing that? So there's a lot of these causes and issues that we're trying to bring to light to these companies to consider rather changes or moves in the right direction. And we created a report called our High Impact Advocacy Report that shares some of those really cool stories that are big highlights. Now, there are definitely more stories than that, but we just created with the big help of Brittany on our team to generate this, and it's hot off the press. If you want a copy of it, just feel free to send us an email, comment in the post that you're watching this video in, and we'll be happy to get it to you. There will be a subsequent communication that we share it with you all in the future. But if you're curious, you want to see it now, you want to kind of understand some of the really positive wins your capital has had going forward, we're happy to share that with you at any time. So keep that in mind. More news to come on that, but really a good way of how your money is voting for you as well, rather in person or by mail. Your money is voting for you by being aligned with these portfolios. So
vote with your money and vote at the election.
Correct. Absolutely. And with that, as well, as we go into the end of the year, fourth quarter, starting today, the day we're recording this, it's October 1st, is a time of year where we reflect a lot. I mean, I think everyone's been reflecting all year in 2020, but this is a time where the seasons start changing, things get a little cooler, right? Not right now in Southern California, but we try to do a lot of drives around causes, right? So last October, to the great leadership of Tyrone Ross, who's become a really great friend of the firm and an amazing person that's inspiring a lot of change, has promoted Socktober. So our firm helped gather some socks to give to homeless shelters and people in need, and just kind of keep that in mind going forward. I know you can share some stories, Marci, but as things get colder, how we can give and help our fellow human as we kind of move along here in the end of the year. I think you can share some other organizations and things we've done.
I think you know, like you said, now is the time to reflect. It's been a wild ride that we've had with the coronavirus, and, you know, COVID-19 has devastated a lot of families, and our hearts and prayers go out to each and every one of the families that have lost a loved one, and those that are still struggling. So have come down with coronavirus and are struggling or trying to recover from that. So while we have that going on, we're still trying to give back and still trying to lift everybody's spirits. And one way to do that is to give back and look in your community and see what the need is there. We know, like you said, the homeless community, you know, needs some warm clothes. They need those clean socks. When we delivered those last year, I mean, their eyes lit up so much, because you know what it feels like to have nice, clean socks, and especially for those that don't have any, that's super important. In addition, we also will continue to support Mama's Kitchen. And so that's a local organization that helps people with healthy, nutritious meals that are delivered to them that are suffering from life critical illnesses. And so we'll get more information out about that, in addition to supporting LPL and their Hispanic Employee Resource Group. We're going to do a blanket drive again for another local San Ysidro community here. So there's lots of ways that we're getting involved, but we'd love to hear what you're doing, and we'd like to amplify what you're doing. So if there's something that we can help you with and help get the word out, please let us know so that we can let all of our clients and family and friends know, because they'd love to support you as well. So think about ways that you can get involved in your community. Whenever we give back, that makes us all feel better. It's critical that we do that all year round, but in particular as we go into this season right now. So we look forward to you know, seeing everybody whenever we can, but at least until then, we've got our virtual meetings that we're still setting up. And reach out to us anytime if you have any questions, need anything from us. We're here for you.
Yep, absolutely. And again, please share organizations that you're aware of. Again, Marci and I, we're learning as well. So, you know, sharing that knowledge would be great in any aspect, any cause that's important to you. We'll be happy to hear more about it. So please do that, and look forward to hearing about it.
Yeah. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next month.
Bye, everyone.